Welcome everyone to the Discraft Great Lakes Open, part of the Disc Golf Pro Tour. We're here at the Toboggan Course in Milford, Michigan. I'm Sarah Hokom here with Juliana Korver for the final round of the FPO division.
Today we have Paige Pierce, Kristin Tattar, Catrina Allen, and Sarah Hokom on the lead card. Potential for a lot of movement. There's a lot of danger on this course with the elevation, the tall grass, lots of potential for lead changes here today.
Paige out in front at a -2, Kristin just behind her, and Kat still within reach. And then 4 through 10 are kind of just one stroke apart all the way down. It's going to be a battle for that upper spot, 3rd place, 4th place maybe in range for some of the ladies down the leaderboard.
This is hole number 1. It is 477 feet. It's a par 3 with 60 feet of elevation loss. It's a blind left to right turning, significantly downhill shot with the entire left side OB. This can be a very difficult first shot. There was a headwind today, and the left side definitely comes into play.
Great Lakes Open. We're now ready for your lead card. Team first, from Plano, Texas, Paige Pierce.
Paige starting it out with a passion.
It's a little too tight.
She drops into the rough on the right side.
Tattar.
The rough can be extremely dense.
Kristin with a rive.
That should come back. That looks pretty good.
Yeah, the wind kind of straightened it out just a little bit. She's way down there.
Team next, from Pipestone, Minnesota, Catrina Allen.
Kat going with H3V2. The same choice as yesterday, but she did air it out of bounds yesterday. So we'll see if she can make that correction.
Oh, she's definitely turned that. Might be turned too much.
So she's in the rough right by the basket.
From Korver,
That's a huge shot.
Sarah Hokom.
I'm throwing a photon.
Second there, I thought you were throwing lefty.
I like to not touch it with my right hand until I have to throw it because I get sweaty fingers.
Very nice shot.
Paige pitching out with her soul,
Oh, that was an aggressive pitch out.
and she misses that touch up there in bounds, so she has to take it at the early part of her out of bounds lie.
I'm kind of surprised she went that aggressively because she doesn't need to bite off any distance here to get it under the basket on her next shot.
Yeah, agreed. And then kind of leaves this one a little bit hyzer and leaving herself a little bit of a putt. Not the way you want to start the final round of a tournament, especially when you're in the lead. This is an envy. I left that a little short. Kristin with a harp.
There, that looks nice.
Hits the charity pyramid. Cat for birdie from the rough. Doesn't go for it. Probably smart with that left to right slope, or right to left slope on the downside of the basket.
Cat had a much better look than I was expecting for her to have. Great putt. Very nice save there.
Yeah, it felt like a save, even though I was on the fairway the whole time.
I find this basket really scary to go for it because even if you're straight on like where you were, if it hyzers out in front of the basket, it goes down that little ledge. Oh no.
That ledge you were talking about just kind of caught Paige a bit, but she'll be cleaning this up, hopefully, for a triple to start.
What a blow to start.
So Kristin takes the lead on the first hole.
Hole 2, 426 feet, par 4, 76 feet of elevation gain. This hole is extremely steep. It only measures 426, but it feels like a victory just to get inside the circle on your second shot. The steep incline makes the run-up very difficult, so if you have enough distance to get high enough that you can just do a standstill shot, that is ideal.
Kristin up first with a grace. I'll leave her footing a little bit tricky.
Yeah, she is strong enough that she may not have to take a run-up, so that might not bother her.
Cat going with the Spectrum X3. Also kind of leaves it out left.
She gets the typical roll off that side hill. And quite a bit up that hill.
I'm throwing a vanish.
That's nice.
And Paige with a Zeus in her hand. Ooh, turns it over a little bit.
There we go.
Oh, she should be fine there.
Yeah, sneaks into the short grass. And I like that angle a little bit better than the left side. Kind of opens up the line a bit. Throwing a relay.
No matter how close you are in this one, it's still a hard shot because it's completely blind, so it's hard to judge how far your disc is going to go once it crests the top of that hill.
Yeah, and I needed that to turn a little more. Kristin with a fortress.
Excellent.
Sneaking by that left tree, she almost can't hit it, but really close to the basket.
That looks good. Maybe a little left.
Yeah, just a putter upshot right by the basket. Paige also with a putter.
That looks very nice.
Got a putt from about 50.
Oh, give it a chance.
Yeah, I was debating about laying that up or not. Those elevated baskets are kind of sketchy to run from far.
Agreed. There we go. Birdies and a fairly easy par.
Kristin maintains the lead, 1 over Paige, and Catrina's 3 back.
This is hole 3. It is 915 feet. It's a par 5, 64 feet elevation loss to the middle of the fairway, then 12 feet elevation gain from the middle to the pin. The drone camera is brought to us by Sean Clancy and his team at Provision Financial, located in Michigan and serving clients nationwide, specializing in retirement and investment planning. If you are interested or it's time to stop delaying, check out provision.financial.
I love the signs behind the basket that have all of the designs of the different Discraft discs.
I do too, but my rangefinder does not.
Ah. Kristin up first with a grace. Man, this looked really good out of her hand.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be fine. Turned it a little bit, especially as low as she kept it. I didn't think it would have time to turn over. This is a deceiving hole. Up top, it feels like there's a very strong wind, but it doesn't necessarily affect the disc down that tunnel.
Cat going D2.
That looks very nice.
Kind of stabled up with that headwind. She was throwing a different mold off the tee before, so a good adjustment. Paige with a Zeus.
This hole is eagleable by the top women with good throw. That looks too much turned over as well.
Yeah, that turned hard and went deep into the woods. It flew another 100 feet through those trees.
Crazy. It's hard to walk through those trees.
Throwing in Insanity.
Gonna stay out, stay out.
I needed to straighten that out a little bit more. Thankfully, we had wonderful spotters out there to direct us to the disc. Kristin resigning to a pitch out. And that was my tomahawk from Nowhere Land. And then we had to look for Paige's for a minute.
That tall grass that Kristin is flying over right now is not out of bounds.
Paige was like under this huge bush, like not in, I don't know where she found a hole, but she was surprised that she only got that far out.
Looked like a pretty decent out to me.
Mm-hmm.
This looks good. Is it coming back?
She pushes it a little far into the right side, but trickles through to the grass in the front. So she'll have a long look. And that will be her eagle look, so she'll be able to just lay that up if she wishes. Paige with her third shot. Also turns it over
turns
into
that
a
too.
bush. But also gets through. Long look inside circle 2. Throwing a trace.
This is for eagle for cat. Yep. Take the easy par, or take the easy birdie.
Yeah, we did see quite a few eagles yesterday. But today, nobody will be able to get it on this card. Kristin just laying up. And this is Paige's birdie putt. Looking to get that stroke back.
Today there was one eagle, and that was Kona.
Paige making a run at it, but she didn't like it out of her hand. This is for my birdie.
Oh, great shot. Excellent.
Just over the rim. And this is Paige for par.
Ooh,
Sticks the left side.
that was close to falling out the left side.
And Cat with a short birdie putt. So Cat gets back 1 on both Paige and Kristin, and is within, and those 3 are within 1, and I'm within 2, 3 of Cat.
This is hole 4. It's 508 feet. It's a par 4, 20 feet of elevation gain. There's a straight shot. There's a sidearm. The key is to kind of you want to get in front of that first guardian tree, but then it's a little bit of luck as to whether or not you have an alley through the line of trees after that. Kat and Paige have been going with rollers with this on previous days.
F7 nearly hits that cedar, but gets through. And she's really far down there.
Yeah,
A little bit,
excellent.
a little bit right, but seems that distance makes a pretty big difference on this hole.
Definitely does. Oh, I like the shot. Now get through or in front of it. That looks excellent.
Yeah, it does look pretty good from there, but when you get up there, it's a little tricky. The landing zone is so small. Kristin doesn't quite turn the grace as much as she wanted, but she gets well up there, short grass, have a nice sidearm approach. Paige also going roller. And it doesn't quite turn over as she wants.
Boy, I don't even know what it looks like from there. I imagine it's a pretty tight angle to get up the
Yeah,
slope.
I think it's pretty blocked. Kristin, early release on the sidearm.
Oh, darn.
Yeah, there's that cedar tree. I have to go under it. And I'm trying to get the skip up the hill.
Well, that was a pretty good effort there. Looked like either right or left, and you would have had a better line.
So Paige has a hyzer in.
She's far enough up there that she doesn't have to worry about those guardian trees.
And she got a really good skip.
Very nice.
And Kat, who had the best drive in the group, resigning to this turnover
She turns it a little bit too much.
and circle 2 putt on a sloping green.
That looked nice. Oh, no skip on that one.
Little short, but Kristin's been putting really, really well. She only missed 1 putt yesterday.
It can be a little scary to go super hard at this one because the land slopes away behind the basket.
Yes, I was trying not to think about that during this putt.
Oh, what happened?
It didn't roll. I was watching the camera person to see if the camera lens
Pan towards the
exactly.
bottom of the hill.
Kristin,
Oh, great shot.
for her par.
Oh, Way to pull yourself up over that rim.
Yeah, those weird slopey putts. And then I have to straddle because of that. It was kind of ugly, but it was in. And Paige with the birdie.
Good birdie by Paige there.
Tying it back up. And Catrina just 2 back.
When I walk up to the tee, I have these game plans. I know where I want to land. I know the distance to the basket from those positions. I think I'm going to land in these same areas every single time, but you never know. I know how far I am. I know the height now. Having the Bushnell Range Finder, no matter where I land, gives me that extra level of confidence.
Hole 5, 480-foot par 3. This is another significantly downhill throw. The hole is lined on both sides by rough, but the undergrowth is not that punishing. The left side of the tree line, however, does have left to right downward slope, so you can end up with some really strange footing.
Paige with an undertaker. Leaves it a little out left. But it gets through and then gets this wonderful kick forward. And she's got a circle 2 look for birdie.
This hole is reachable with a very good drive down the middle.
Catrina with an H3 V2.
It's a little on the left side. It's going to turn into the...
And a
Very nice.
gorgeous shot. Throwing an insanity. And have yet to hit this drive, so I'm really hoping to get this one in the middle. And no.
Well, at least partial credit.
And Kristin with a grace. Puts it up really high.
That's got good potential.
And it's turning.
Oh my goodness.
And she almost throws
Oh
it
no.
in.
Oh, I thought she was going to roll OB there.
But she stays safe. This is one of the best shots I've seen. I mean, if she hits those trees high, she's going to kick far in one direction or the other.
Yes, this is an aggressive line. Really well done.
But this is apparently how you get to the pin.
Vanessa Van Dyken had basically a drop-in birdie on this hole.
Wow. Throwing a relay from about 250.
Slow down.
But I don't think I've ever said hit somebody before. But the camera people were really good about getting out of the way. Just so I can go in the out of bounds. Thanks, guys.
This did play as the third most difficult hole for the day.
Cat just pitching up. Paige with a look at birdie. Good effort. Paige has hit a few circle 2 putts in the first 2 rounds, so we expect a couple of those to fall today.
Oh, that was another good bid.
And Paige has a long comebacker to save her par.
That was perfect.
Very confident stroke. Catrina
shot.
for the par. Yeah, I bogeyed this hole every round. I'm gonna have to figure that out next year. Kristin and Paige knotted up at the top.
Hole 6, 419-foot par 4. This interesting hole first winds from right to left for just over 200 feet. The landing then drops away, and one could argue it is harder to approach the pin with a longer drive that ends up at the bottom of the valley as opposed to a shorter one that remains on top of the ledge. Either way, the approach must turn from left to right. The basket is positioned so that rollaways are a possibility.
Paige with a fierce.
Staying towards the upper part of that ledge.
Great position. Cat also going putter, the PA1. Goes a little straight.
Looks like she might have a pretty difficult angle.
Kristin with a verdict.
Oh, that definitely looks straight.
Yeah, and that was not a good kick. Way to the left. I'm throwing a relay.
Keep turning.
Yeah, a little pinched over there. Needed it to turn just a bit more.
Even from the good landing zone, this is a tricky second shot.
Yeah, and Kristin is well back of the landing zone.
Oh, I like that line. Get a skip.
Great shot with her rive. Outside the circle, though. I don't like that putt on the screen.
No, not on this one.
Cat with an M4. Like a really
Oh.
beautiful line. Edge of the circle for her birdie. Paige going crystal fierce.
That looks nice.
Just to the chips. I'm pretty pinched. I have a bit of a window through a gap.
Oh, that's nice too.
And Kristin from circle 2,
Boy, it looks like she's going for this.
and she has not made a circle 2 putt yet this whole tournament.
Oh, really well done.
Wow. She gets such great spin. And then, wham, full send.
Great commitment on that treacherous basket.
Sigh of relief as she gets it out of the basket. Catrina for birdie. And Paige to match Kristin on the birdie. And they stay tied with Catrina only 3 back. But Catrina did lose a stroke on this one.
Nice birdie. Hole 7, 538-foot par 4, 23 feet of elevation gain. This beautiful hole is harder than it looks. The best drives need to have enough distance and height to get on top of the ledge, which is about 23 feet above the tee. If players can get to the top of the ledge, then they can take a nice run up and have better control of the height and the angle of their second shots.
Paige with a putter, playing the conservative shot and leaves it a little bit left, although the hyzer line is decent from there. Kristin
It's a little tight.
throwing her grace, and she's taking a very aggressive approach.
That is an excellent position to approach the basket from.
And yesterday it kind of bit her. She didn't quite get the right shot off, but today seems to be worth the effort. I have a vanish in my hand. I would like that to have been more to the right in the finish.
That looks very nice.
Catrina with her X3.
A bit of a hyzer approach towards the pin.
I'm getting a little aggressive here, trying to get a full turn around the corner, and it was not a good choice.
This is a difficult approach to make because the pin is on a bit of a mound and it's easy to fall off right or left as you approach this shot.
So Paige was kind of pinched and had to throw the sidearm, but Catrina is in the right position where she can throw that hyzer into the pin. But it needs to push forward, or she'll leave herself quite a long putt. She doesn't like it, but, I mean, she didn't hit anything.
I much prefer the position that Kristin's in right here, going straight at it. Allows you to keep it flat so that you can hopefully stay on the same plane as the basket.
And she kind of airs it out left a little bit, and we'll be at the edge of the circle.
Well, at least you got to look here.
Kind of pitching my NV up around the corner. And Paige has a run from just outside circle 2 to match Kristin's potential birdie.
Good power on that.
And Cat for birdie.
Right on line, a little bit low.
It's the first putt she's missed today. And Kristin for birdie.
Nice.
Cashes in to take the lead.
This played is the second easiest hole for the day.
Kristin jumping out in front, Paige 1 back, and Catrina back by 4 off the lead.
This is hole 8. It is 390 feet, par 4, 54 feet of elevation gain. This is a nice righty sidearm hole, as players just need to get in front of the big tree on the right, and then they'll have a decent approach to the pin. A righty backhand can be a turnover shot, and it can also just go straight, as the tall grass on the left is not out of bounds this year.
Kristin going with her rive. pure hyzer. She has so much power, and that's like up a hill on a hyzer. Throws it so far. Paige with a soul.
She got way up that hill.
A really nice turn. Slow turn, but stabled up at the end. Really nice. I'm throwing my signature trace.
Really nice. Also, quite a ways up that hill.
Katrina going X3. Gets a big turn on this. She's kind of left herself
Wow.
in the rough the last 2 days, but today it's much more simple on that short grass. Pin high almost. Kristin with a harp.
This is a pretty soft par 4.
Yeah, I think the first day it had almost 80% birdies. I'm throwing a reactor.
I'm a little surprised by the stats. It played as the 6th most difficult hole. I apologize. I'm looking at the wrong hole. It played
Yeah,
as the 2nd easiest hole. That makes much more sense.
Katrina with a pin high pitch up. Puts it nice and close. No putt needed.
Yeah, all 4 of those drives were far enough up the hill that the upshot was not as severely. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, it just keeps picking up speed.
Oh, just wait. It's
Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh.
it is really funny, but also wow.
This is going on forever.
Yeah, no, it's so many times it's just like wobbling. I was like, I get it. Like,
Oh my gosh.
yep, there it goes. Dun, 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 dun. You can take a bathroom break now. It'll still be rolling when you get back.
Wow.
So it rolled farther away from the basket than my drive. So I'm now throwing a farther upshot. This is my par. And I guess I could have re-putted from that position and resigned the chance to throw it in. But I did not want to putt again from that spot
Oh, understandable.
because I feel like I made the putt and it just didn't stick.
Oh, what a caricature of a rollaway. It was so slow.
Yeesh. Well, you know what? I haven't had a rollaway like the whole tournament, so I guess I'll just take a really big one once. That's fine.
Wow.
So everyone else getting the birdie.
This is hole 9. It is 462 feet. It's a par 3, 64 feet of elevation drop. This is a completely blind right to left turning shot. Most players will throw above the trees and have it fall back into the fairway. There is also a lower scooping hyzer shot, but that has to miss the guardian tree, and that's a blind miss, so it's kind of hard to do.
And Kristin absolutely parked this yesterday. Let's see if she can get her grace inside the circle again.
It's so hard to tell from behind the tee if it's going to be right by the basket, in the fairway, or in that rough.
It looks like she's got about a 25-footer.
Oh, I like the looks of that.
And also inside the circle with similar distance. Kat going with her D2. She also got this birdie in the first round.
Almost seemed too wide.
And it looked like it dropped really quickly.
I think it hit a couple of limbs up there.
So a long look, nothing easy about that approach, but she's pretty close to the basket. And I'm throwing a vanish, not over the top.
Boy, that looks like a tough line.
Yeah, especially when there's like trees right there. This is a reactor. Just trying to get it into the gap. And I throw it a little short. But inside the circle for a putt for my par.
She's got some options here. That'll work. Oh. Close, very close.
Yeah, I thought it was in. And Kristin for birdie to get another stroke on Paige. The basket says nope. So Paige to tie it up. And she does it. The battle continues. Catrina for par.
Oh, yeah, that was a little left.
That is the second missed putt in 3 holes for Catrina. So we've got quite a battle here on the front 9. Wow.
Paige and Kristin are tied at 15 under. Kat is 5 back of that. And Sarah has fallen off the lead a little bit.
Yeah, I'm on that bogey train, hoping to find some relief soon. But wow, what a battle. I'm so excited to watch the back 9. Thanks for joining us. Also, look at this, Haley and Heather coming on up.
Yeah, Heather playing clean today so far, 2 under.
Haley's had a bit of a roller coaster round, but she's now gotten under par and moving up the leaderboard. Thanks for joining us. We will see you on the back to see who can be crowned the Discraft Great Lakes Open champion. Oh, there's my caddy. Shout out to Steve.